GTI was released in February 2018, and after a surge of orders that exceeded Volkswagen's expectations, they were really difficult to get your hands on. Then after September, stock became free-flowing again, and I begged my boss to put one on the road. So I've owned this car since December 2018, and I'm absolutely smitten. But then maybe I was always going to be smitten. My first car was a Lupo, and it's always been my dream to own a Lupo GTI. So I was so excited to get driving one of these, and it hasn't disappointed. Although nothing is perfect, and there are things that I dislike about the Up GTI, but I'll talk about them as we go through. The Up comes in a range of 4 different colours. It comes in the white, silver, black, and the Tornado Red is the only cost-free option. You also get the chance to have a black roof, which I think, like on this car, looks fantastic. There are also a range of extras that you can have added. You can have a panoramic sunroof. This one has parking sensors and cruise control as an additional extra. 17-inch alloy wheels with red brake calipers come as standard. So the one thing I thought I was personally going to find difficult is space in this car, but it really does surprise you in every section. Take the boot for example. Now it does have an option to lower the boot size, and because of that, that means that recently I was able to fit a large suitcase and 2 hold-ons in the boot. The car also comes in an option of 3 or 5 doors. Now personally, I like the chance to have the rear doors, but if you're going to be using this as a city car, as to what it was intended, then you're probably not going to be that fussed. Inside is a mix of emotions for me. There's some things that I absolutely love and some things that I think could definitely do with some improvements. Now to start with, I love the leather steering wheel with the red contrasting stitching and the GTI badge. Now this definitely feels like it would belong in a much more expensive car. Now classic to the Up, it comes with this funky dashboard. Now although it is finished in plastic, it doesn't feel cheap. Now if you're a GTI fan like me, then you'll recognise the red Jacara cloth seats. Unfortunately, if you're not a fan, there isn't any leather option, but these do come heated as standard, which is a really nice little luxury. The Up GTI comes with a 6-speed manual gearbox, which is the only one in the Up range. There's also no option to have an automatic gearbox, but I definitely don't think it's necessary. The infotainment system is clear and easy to use. You also have the option of having a digital climate control. However, in a car this size, I don't think it's essential. When you buy the Up GTI, it comes with a subscription to the Up's Maps and More system. This gives you the opportunity to turn your smartphone into the digital screen, and you can do things like driving data, live data, and also run your music off of this. However, here's one of my gripes. There's a few things that I don't like about this system. One thing being that it only uses the music which is stored in your Apple Music. Now, if you use anything else, like me, who uses Amazon Music, I find this difficult because it won't stream my music from Amazon Music. Also, it does come with a map system that comes free with the app. However, I love the Apple navigation system, but if I'm to use that, it works fine as a screen, but it doesn't transfer the volume from the phone onto the car. Under the bonnet is a 3-cylinder 1-litre turbocharged engine that produces 113 brake horsepower and will get you to 0 to 60 in 8.8 seconds. It just goes to show how far Volkswagen has come, as it shares a very similar stats to the Mark II Golf GTI, which had a 1.8 engine. Whenever my friends laugh at why I love this car so much, there's literally one thing I say to them. Drive it and I promise you, you won't be able to stop smiling. Now there's nothing lazy about this car's power delivery. It gets to the red line rather quickly, and if I drop it down a gear, sounds pretty good as well. Now that sound is digitally enhanced, but love it or hate it, it does sound pretty good. So the Ups have always been well known for having really great handling, and the GTI is no exception. Because of its lowered suspension, it really hugs the road, but a combination of that suspension and the 17-inch alloy wheels does mean it is a rough ride, and over bumps it can get a little bit uncomfortable. So we already know that the Up is cheap to buy, but is it cheap to run? Absolutely. Now, by no means do I drive this car economically, and I'm sitting around at an average consumption at about 50 miles per gallon. Now, if you really were to follow all of the rules and also use the gear change options that it suggests on the screen, then you could happily get about 70 miles per gallon out of this car, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, the Up GTI and the Mark 1 and Mark 2 GTI Golfs have very similar statistics. They both have around 115 brake horsepower, but where the Up really takes the lead is with the torque. The Up has 147 pounds of torque, and the Golf GTI had around 107. So that's where this one really takes the lead. So in conclusion, do I think I would buy one of these myself? Absolutely. As a daily run around car, this car is absolutely perfect. Now no, it isn't a sports car, but then it doesn't claim to be a sports car either. It is for somebody who has a faster car at the weekends, but needs a car to get them from A to B that doesn't cost too much money, but still is really fun. Now here's the best bit about the Up GTI, the price. You can get your hands on one of these brand new for as little as £14,000. This one in particular has been spec'd with manual lumbar support in the front seats and also the cruise and park pack. Now this car brand new retailed at just a little over £15,000, but this particular car is on sale now for just over 13 and a half. So you get loads of car for your money.